What's up, everybody? Bar Garden Eat. Hey, today we're gonna go out in the garden, nature's garden, that is. Gonna hook up with my buddy just outside of a small, well, kind of a major city in Germany, outside of Stuttgart. He's got access to a cool revier, and yeah, we're gonna go hunting. We're gonna go see if we can maybe bag a roe. They call a Rehwild here in Germany. 1 to 2 year old, hopefully, little fork and horn, Spitze. So yeah, why don't you guys come on this ride with me and let's go see if we can bag us some protein. All right. Right now we're middle of June, and it's about 90 degrees out right now, and yeah, it's gonna be highly unlikely that we see anything just because it's so dang hot. But we're gonna give it a shot. My buddy's got this pretty awesome revier. It's just kind of crazy because it's in the greater Stuttgart area, which is kind of the biggest city in Baden Württemberg. It's in southern Germany. But what's funny about it is, kind of gives you this feel of like in the city hunting, even though there's not any buildings around, because it's definitely the forest. But you gotta watch out for hikers. Like, that's one big thing in Germany, is that anytime I went out hunting, it's, man, you really do gotta take care, because you can have this nice shooting lane set up, established, blind, ambush hunting style, and you could be at the ready, and next thing you know, you hear a couple in the background talking, and they'll walk right in front of you, up underneath your hochsitz or your blind. And yeah, it's pretty wild here in that sense, because there's a lot of things that you got to watch out for in that manner, is not shooting somebody. So I've been hunting in Germany since 2012, and went through a really extensive hunting training course. I had some benefits due to my work, so it was able to kind of get me into a space that wouldn't take as long, which was, yeah, majorly extensive. I learned a lot, but what I did find out, you know, from my previous experience of hunting in the States, it is so much different. It's there's so much culture tied to it, tradition. You know, I think a lot of Europeans that live in America, that hunt in America and have also hunted in Europe, can contest to the fact that it's just thick with tradition. It's awesome. It's great experiences. I went on my first, they call it Treibjagd, drive hunt, back in 2013, I think it was. And that was an amazing experience. There was about 60 hunters, and we were all basically there to help out that county. Had a pretty extensive wild boar population that needed to get reduced. But basically we were hunting for everything that day. You pretty much shoot anything that came across to you, within reason, of course, and within reason and within season. But that was a pretty intense experience. But most of the time we're doing ambush hunting here. A lot of blinds, the occasional stalk, which is just my favorite, of course. I think that's everybody's favorite hunt, is to get out there and stalk them. Yeah, so it's great. I'm just happy that I have the opportunity to hunt here. It's expensive. It can be expensive, depends on how much you go out. But yeah, that's another thing too about hunting in Germany versus hunting in the States. It's really kind of considered prestigious here in Germany. Like, I don't know, kind of an elitist thing. I don't want to talk smack on any of my hunting buddies here, because they're all great guys. But I just think collectively, you know, what they inherited from this you know, who did hunt and who's allowed to hunt and what you're supposed to do when you hunt. I get all the rules, but I think it's just so much better in the States, in the sense that, you know, as long as you pass your hunter safety course, you know, you have the ability to go on to public lands and hunt, and I think that's pretty awesome. Here it's all invite only. You know, it's basically, it's all about who you know, and I think that's the sad part. It's you know, I couldn't just, you know, unless I had rights to hunt specifically, and that you know, you go through an application process, you have to have what they call a Begegnungsschein, or you have to be a Pächter, and all that stuff is, you know, comes with a lot of responsibility outside of just hunting, which is okay and all, but again, it's all about, you know, do you know a guy or a girl that owns a considerably large enough piece of land that allows you to hunt on it, and then are you in their good graces, you know, like would they be willing to hook you up and give you a space or a spot to go hunt there? So I think that's one of the downsides, is that it's all about who you know. And luckily enough, I got a buddy, Robert, that we're going to see today. I met him actually on my very, very first Treibjagd here in Germany, and yeah, we've been homies since then, and we've done a lot of hunting, and we've harvested a lot of cool animals and had a lot of great food and great times together. So yeah, next stop is let's go meet Robert and Robert's Revier, and go check out how beautiful this place is, and again, hopefully we can get the opportunity to see maybe a Schmalreh, a roe, if I'm really lucky, maybe a Spitze or a fork and horn. That would be awesome, but highly unlikely, but we'll see. All right, guys, let's do it. Let's hit the commute. Let's do it. All right, so finally made it, just outside of Stuttgart. Say hello to Robert.
Hi.
Robert, everybody. That's my longtime German hunting buddy I was talking about earlier. Pretty cool. We just rendezvoused down over by a cemetery, and as we got in the car, we were able to drive by, and I was able to spot two small ray, a couple roe deer, and now we're gonna go ahead and start to set up at our spot. And so yeah, let's check it out. I don't know if you guys caught that, but this is the big problem, is runners, wanderers, hikers, cyclists throughout this whole revier. So you have to up your game a little bit. Stay with your hunter's safety and make sure you don't shoot anybody. All right, we've arrived. All right, so let's check out this awesome lane. You guys have done so much more since the last time we were here. What do you see? Oh, it's perfect.
And I know 2 bucks over there.
Okay. When did you see them?
A week ago.
Nice. This is a beautiful lane.
And down here are coming the boars. So we'll see.
Awesome. Welche Richtung gehen wir? Okay. Wo ist denn Okay. Alright, so we're gonna go check out some rubbing. Robert said he's got a couple of spots where you can see where they've rubbed up against the tree, so let's go take a look.
Salt pasta with anise.
Little Salt Lake. All this is just rubbed down smooth. No rubbing damage here. One thing about hunting with Robert is that he'll yell at me for making these noises. Snapping twigs, rustling too much in the hulk sits of the blind. The last time I went hunting with him, that guy forgot to turn off his phone. And we had boar in sight. And man, I didn't let him live it down, let me tell you.
Young and wild like you.
It's not old and smelly like you. Look at that. The scratching posts. All right, guys, before we head up on this hawk sits, I just want to give you a quick explanation. I don't have my gun with me today. It's not in operation. It needs to get some repairs done, but luckily enough, my good hunting buddy, Robert's going to let me use his piece. Both of us like to shoot 30-06 caliber, chambered in. But hey, Robert, why don't you tell us what kind of piece you're bringing us today?
Yeah, we hunt tonight with Blaser R8 Professional Success in the caliber 30-06. We use a damping system from ATAC. It's the Megahertz Plus. It's the biggest damping system, so with a really good performance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have a new size scope on, and it works. So
yeah,
if we get luck, you will see the results.
Yeah, he's being very modest, guys. I'm telling you, this piece is amazing. I've shot it before, and it's an actual blast, no pun intended, to shoot. So again, Robert, thanks for letting me use your piece tonight. I appreciate you, man.
You're welcome, brother. But now, up on the tree stand.
Let's do it. Alright guys, seeing that I'm dressed back in my normal civilian clothes, and yeah, it's the next day. Didn't have success last night, but that's relative. I mean, so is the game, so is the hunt. That's just how it works out. But I can tell you that through the night we were able to catch glimpses and actually observe several deer. Just unfortunately, not the age of deer or the gender of deer we were looking for. I saw a lot of wild boar, which is actually pretty cool for my buddy Robert, because due to COVID, there's been a lot of people in and out of his revier. Nothing else to do but walk through the woods, and not to slight them, because that's what I do as well. But basically it just scared a lot of those boar away. And last night we were able to pick up a few. Actually, I saw about 20 of them, which is pretty awesome, so it was good for him as well. Whoa, that bird almost got me. What else? Fox last night, and then hare, rabbits, all night long. So that was pretty cool. I mean, from an observation standpoint, it was a great success. But yeah, so is hunting, man. You're gonna go out there, and sometimes you're gonna get lucky, and sometimes you're not. So super stoked. But yeah, the video is running pretty long, so decided not to really do much more on this video. So sorry to you guys if you're anticipating, you know, a sweet kill shot, or you know, maybe a you know, a harvest and cook, or catch and cook. But next time we'll have plenty of opportunities. We still got a couple more months in the season, and hopefully I'll be able to get out there with Robert, and maybe we'll be able to show you some more content. All right, guys. So I appreciate you guys for hanging out, man. It was awesome. And if you followed us all the way to the end, big props. Thanks a lot, guys. And yeah, until next time. Ciao, ciao.